Staying warm by the screen side, ScreenSide.
And welcome back to ScreenSide.
Heidi ho.
So, let's see. We are now...
Wind it. Wind it. Wind it. Oh, there we go.
It's Farah again. All right. I love this bit. This is probably one of my favorite bits in the whole game.
Cool.
I have a thing for light puzzles, you know, where you shine
Like in The Mummy?
similar to how like they do it in The Mummy, and they also do it in like Ocarina of Time, and
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of great things that use light puzzles. And for those of you who haven't seen any of that and don't know what we're talking about,
You'll soon find out.
You'll find out in a minute.
After we kill all these guys.
Yeah, let's just kill the monsters first, and then you will see exactly. Ow! You know what? We're going back a bit.
You'll see exactly how.
Yeah, we're seeing exactly ow.
I like the music in this section.
Oh, the soundtrack to this one is absolutely gorgeous. I actually have it in my like music collection. It really is a good one. That and in what was it, 2008, they rebooted the series.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and it was awful. I mean, it was a terrible reboot, and like the true yeah, I see him. The true ending was behind a DLC wall that you could only get on the PlayStation 3. So you know, little old me on PC, bad luck for me. And you know,
I mean, I get the purpose of DLCs. It's when you want more of a game and you can actually
yeah,
get it.
but
if
when
you want the actual ending, is a DLC.
Well, that's just it. I don't mind DLC in like extra side quests.
Yeah.
I really love those. I really have a problem, however, the minute that you start saying, in order to complete the story to the game that you just bought, you have
for $70+.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you have to buy the DLC in order to get the true ending. Fuck that. That's really slimy in my book.
Yeah. I mean, if you want additional graphics, cool. If you want, as you said, side quests, cool. But something that integral to the game should be included in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And mind you, one of the things that you know, the others that are okay are expansion packs. I don't have a problem with expansion packs.
Right, putting stuff beyond the ending of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Or
that's
you know,
not necessarily vital to the game itself.
Or is a separate story, but that's connected to the game.
Right.
That's way cool. Go for it. But I mean,
but just like making essentially you buy the full game without it being the full game.
yeah, and there are a couple of games where it's honestly questionable. I mean, a good example, and I'm not trying to just rag on specifically this company, but I love them otherwise, but Blizzard. The way that they handled StarCraft 2, where the entire story arc for StarCraft 2 is spread over 3 expansions, one to each species. And don't get me wrong, they were all very well done, and you know, they needed extra time to polish this kind of stuff.
Right.
I get that part. However, it really, to be charged for a full-priced game each time was where I really had the problem. Had they done it to where Heart of the Swarm and what's the Protoss one? Legacy of the Void, price them at like $35 or $30 or something, you know. That I don't have an issue with because, you know, the engine is already built for the game. Most of your assets are there. I mean, yeah, you're creating new stuff, but that's just it. You're an expansion. To basically break up the entire story and charge full price for
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times
For what is essentially the same game.
Well, and still part of the whole main story of it.
Yeah.
Of StarCraft 2. That's where I had the biggest issue with it. And it really did feel... Oh, fuck this. Let's see if we can... Nope. Okay.
Oh.
Fuck. Now I have to redo that whole battle over again. Fuck!
It's weird that it would only let you go back like 3 or 4 seconds, because I've seen you go back like 20 seconds.
Well, it's because I killed off somebody recently, I think. That, or when it killed Farah, it resets the timer.
Oh.
That's also another possibility. But and the thing is that I'm starting off from the beginning of that battle, and I think that was like the last enemy.
Yeah, you killed like 9 waves already.
Yeah, this is a hard battle, but it's this room afterwards with the light puzzle that makes it worth it, and it's a fun battle. This, at least.
Yeah.
It's not like some of them. While yes, it does have the double spear guys that makes it harder to do the acrobats over. Well, you can't. But I mean, that's not so terrible. It's just a long battle.
Yeah.
And when you have to protect Farah again,
still. Like, she kicks ass. I don't understand why we need to defend her so often.
well, and that's just it. You know, she is nimble and small. Have her climb to the top of the bookcase and shoot her arrows instead. I mean, just something.
Right.
Anything to where I don't have to friggin' babysit. That is what I hate. I hate having to babysit in a game. With the character, because, you know, I could be well over on the other side of the room, and suddenly she needs help, and I can't get over there in time, no matter what I do.
Yeah.
And with the way that this game handles the resetting of the rewinds, you know, if I stab an enemy, it resets my rewind, which fair dues. They solved that problem in the sequels. But even so, then to have to babysit Farah on top of it...
Yeah.
That's why this battle becomes such a hard one, and why babysitting quests are bullshit.
Yeah.
And mind you, over the years, I will say, you know, babysitting quests have gotten better as AI has gotten better.
True. That's probably one of the main problems they had is AI and how to handle it. Because as we've mentioned, this is from 2003.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago.
But at the same time, like I said, they could have had her crawl up to the top of a bookshelf.
Yeah.
And be out of the way where I'm not having to monitor her health.
Although with these guys teleport, so they could teleport over to her on top of the bookshelf and...
Well, but I mean, you could disable that part. I mean, you get my point.
Right.
Is just, you know, you get her out of battle's way so that I can fight them head on, and she's just kind of doing her backup thing.
Yeah.
Not this, you know, I have to babysit her health kind of crap. But, I mean, they still put in babysitting quests to this day in games.
Yeah.
And nobody likes them. Or at least nobody that I know.
Come to think of it, same here. It's always like, oh god, we have to do this.
Oh
and
god,
not
a babysitting quest.
And not in a, like, hooray, or it's challenging and hard. It's a god, why?
Yeah, and it's in every single like genre, I mean, they put it into World of Warcraft in several places.
Yeah.
You know, help lead this person from the cave, or you know, get the mechanical rooster to the launch point, or whatever.
Right.
I mean, they at least tried to put a humorous spin on it, but it was still like, you know, a fucking babysitting quest. And oh dear God, there's more of them.
Yep.
Oh my God. This is just an exhausting battle.
Yeah. It's just... And that's one of the main complaints that we've been sure to cover just a few times here in previous episodes, and kind of this time, is that the fights get kind of monotonous and repetitive.
Well, yeah, and I get why, because, you know, they're adding in length to their game, because, you know, making levels and shit is expensive.
Yeah.
Placing in a bit of code to tell the enemy to spawn more of an enemy you've already created is cheap and effective.
Yeah.
But
it can be seen as a challenge of endurance.
Yeah, and fair dues. It's not grindy. Yeah. I am not grinding for experience here. The battle has now officially ended, and we can get on to the puzzling, which is great. Mm-hmm. But you know, it's still something that could be improved.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know when we should talk more about this?
When is that, Steve?
Next time on ScreenSide.
See you next time on ScreenSide.